Hey, baby, I've been thinking. I'm gonna quit my job. We'll sell all of our stuff, travel around the country in an RV.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, we'll be over and out then.
Yep.
All right. It's been a while.
Hi,
Oh,
buddy.
hi. We have a lot. So, we want to start with, we left Maine after 5 weeks. So, well, we didn't completely leave Maine the first stop, but like after 5 weeks in Maine, it was time to start heading south, kind of. So, anyways, our first stop was at a place called Pack Rat Phil's. It was a Boondockers welcome.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
When we first pulled up, it just looked like a roadside junk stand. And then there was a
little field.
there's a little field that we could barely turn into, but we made it. And then that opened up into a huge field. It was perfectly flat, woods all around. It was beautiful.
Like we were able to take our rig down and come out and turn around and come back without ever having to back up.
Yeah, we could make a complete U-turn in there.
And Tony, he was nice. He met us there. They had water, so they let us fill our fresh tank, which was awesome. And then we met Phil later, his wife, and she has a little, Pack Rat Phil. She has a little.
It's a roadside junk stand.
Yeah, that's
like
exactly
we saw.
what it is.
But we found a couple good deals there. I
Yeah.
bought a spotting scope for next to nothing,
Yeah.
and it was a really good deal. It was in good shape.
I found a cast iron skillet that was very well seasoned. So, and a couple things. They invited us to join them for coffee the next morning, and then they treated us to lunch that afternoon. It was really sweet. So,
Yep.
Phil
They're
and
awesome.
Tony, they're awesome. Pack Rat Phil's, Boondockers welcome. I think she's on Harvest Host too, and it says on her Harvest Host it says under 45 feet. But don't listen to that. You could have a 60-foot rig in there. It
Easily.
was easily. You totally fit in there. So
Yep.
they're totally awesome. Then off to Copper Cannon in Chesterfield, New Hampshire. Well, we stayed at Pack Rat Phil's for 2 nights. Or 2 nights or 3 nights?
2, I think.
2 nights. And then off to Copper Cannon in Chesterfield, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
So.
And that was nice. It was the Copper Cannon, the name refers to a still. It looks like a big copper cannon. Two gentlemen that run it are both engineers and just decided to get into that. And they made some very delicious stuff, including maple syrup and maple rum.
Yes. Yes.
It was
Which
good.
is pretty tasty.
Yeah.
We had the syrup on the pancakes the
Yep.
other day. That was awesome.
We parked right next to the
Right next
distillery.
to the distillery.
And I mean, it was quiet. It was out of the way. It was nice.
Actually, when we got there, they weren't expecting us to be that big. We're like, we're big. And they're like, oh, okay. And then when we got there, he's like, yeah, you're big. So they moved all their picnic tables over to the grass and put us right in that area.
Right
So
next
it
to
was,
the distillery.
yeah,
It was pretty nice.
it was pretty nice. And there were a couple of other people there. It was kind of spread out. Like, you could only fit maybe one big rig like us in there, and then some other smaller ones. We did a taste testing there, and she gave us a little tour. Bought the rum. We stayed there for 2 nights. They don't have food, so luckily we had food. We brought food, so that was nice. Not a lot of stores close to there either.
No.
Like shopping, like grocery stores.
It's off the beaten trail.
Yeah, little markets and stuff. And then after that, we went to West Marlboro, Vermont, to Vermont Distilleries.
Yeah.
I think we just stayed there one night. It was nothing fancy. It was at the top of Hogback Mountain. the view was amazing, and they're actually the parking for this was a Harvest Host. Copper Cannon was a Harvest Host too. This the parking for Vermont Distilleries is at the top of the mountain, and it's in a big parking area across the road from the distillery.
So again, we had plenty of room. We could turn all the way around.
Yeah, and there's actually a little trail there too. So people were parking there and walking on the trail. The parking. It was cool. We spun around. When we got there, it was weird because I don't know what it is, but people just insist on leaving their garbage. So I put some gloves on and walked around, picked up all the garbage around our campsite. And then there's the distillery here, and they had a food truck. But then across the street, what was it? Do you remember the name of that beer?
I don't. It's a brewery and a pizza little restaurant.
Beer Naked Brewery, I think it was called. And they had ciders, which we got a cider. It was pretty good. Pizzas, oh my gosh. We ordered 2 pizzas to go because we knew we wanted to hit the food truck too. So we took the pizzas back to the rig and then went over to the food truck and hit the distillery. Did some taste testing there. We found the peach liqueur, which is fantastic in iced tea. I've pretty much drank most of that bottle myself. And what else did we get from there?
We got a rum.
Something, yeah. So but our liquor cabinet is loaded. Yeah. And so then that night we were, putting the dogs in their little pen. We set up their little dog pen outside and get the other 2. We open the door and the other 2 just run in. And then Nina, of course, I had to take her down and put her in. What was over my head when I was leaning in to put Nina in?
It was a spider from hell.
Oh my God, it was huge.
It did. It looked demonic. It had spikes coming off of its legs and everything. And I'll put a picture on here.
It literally was like, oh my God. If I'd leaned into that, lights out. It would have been, I don't even like thinking about it now. It's horrible.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. So, needless to say, Chuck killed. Welcome to our world. Every time somebody new comes in, this is what happens. So then, we only stayed there for one night because we were excited about getting to Spyglass Ridge Winery in Sunbury, which we literally went out of our way to go there. And when we say we literally went out of our way, so did both of our truck maps. They took us down roads.
We shouldn't have been going down.
No, like at one point it looked like a golf cart road, and I thought for sure we were going to come down to the bottom of the hill and be in the middle of a golf course.
There were 1-lane gravel roads.
1 lane and very narrow. Oh,
we had no business being on them.
Nope. And then what happened about halfway down?
We ran into a guy coming up the other way. He had to back
way up
and off to the side, and all he said was, "You guys got more guts than me because I have a 5th wheel, and I won't take it up this hill."
And his was 35 feet.
Yeah. And I'm like, that's not guts, that's stupidity.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Anyway.
But we made it. And
we
for the first night we parked, it was kind of, we couldn't really park where we did before because he was having a concert over the weekend, so all of that was kind of blocked off. So we parked and we were kind of downhill, and all night I was thinking, any minute we're just going to plunge to our deaths when we go down this big old hill and end up down in the stage. So the next day we pulled around and moved up, and the spot we had for the next night was pretty... Did we stay there 2 nights too?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was pretty nice. The dogs got to run around for a little bit, and of course, we had bought our bottle and had our frozen slushies and couple beers, and then so the first night we got there, I made dinner, and then the next night they invited us for dinner, which was awesome. They had some family in, and they invited us for that. I don't think they do that for everybody. I think because we were...
I think there's a large group of visitors there that they invite in.
Yeah.
Like an inner group, and they kind of adopted us into it pretty quick.
Yeah.
The first time they met us. The last time we went there, I think we did a video. They made homemade pizza for us and all the beer and wine. And then the second time, they invited us to their family and friends for dinner, and was awesome.
It was just they are just Tammy
Yep.
and Tom. They are just the coolest people, and we literally are like lifetime friends. We will definitely make a point of getting back there as often as we possibly can.
And their property forms a natural amphitheater, and they have a huge state-of-the-art stage. They have acts like Sheryl Crow, Willie Nelson. A lot of tribute bands come there, and they have huge concerts there.
Yeah.
They're
gone.
We will.
I think I took a picture of the stage.
Yeah, I'll post pictures. We'll post
I'm
pictures.
pretty sure I had a picture of that.
Okay, so we left Sunbury.
And then went to Narrowgate Farm in Virginia. It was in Amissville, I think is how they said.
Amissville.
I think they said Amissville or something like that. So
it was tiny. It was the bigger name. The name was bigger than the town. And it was a beautiful horse farm. We went up there. There was one other camper there, and they were in a paddock, an exercise.
Like a designated harvest host area, because there were picnic tables and things. So if you have a smaller rig,
it was fine.
Like under 45 feet, totally go in there wherever. But if you have one like us,
they put us up on the hill that overlooked the farm.
Yeah.
And we had water up there. It was great. It was a nice spot. We saw the horses and the dogs, and the one dog there was the biggest. That was a 200-pound puppy.
Oh my God! Here's the biggest dog I've ever seen. His name was Finn.
Finn.
he literally went up to like just below my armpit, the top of his head. He was so big. There's a bird watching us.
Yeah.
Get off that chair.
We're gonna have bird poop on our chairs.
Yeah, he's cute though. He's a puppy, and he doesn't realize he weighs 200 pounds, literally 200 pounds. He was the biggest dog ever. I have pictures of that too. Yeah. And then they had horses, so of course I went to the store and got carrots because I fed the horses.
Hey. Hey.
One more little bite. There you go. Hi. What you think, huh? Cool. Aw. Hi. Oh my. That's dog treats. You can't have any dog treats. Sorry.
I can't remember their names, but they were cute. And they had some cows. You could hear the cows mooing, and the rooster, he just cock-a-doodle-dooed all day. I don't think you ever knew what time it was.
You needed a watch.
Yeah. Yeah, and the cows, it was weird because they would moo at night sometimes. It was, because we slept with our windows open. It was great. The weather was great.
It was a very nice area, very pretty area.
That was a Boondockers welcome.
Yeah, and you could tell that area, a lot of politicians and a lot of people who work in D.C. Would stay there or lived around there. It's probably only an hour or less to D.C., so very nice farms, a lot of horse farms, a lot of ranches. But his was a smaller farm, but it was beautiful. It was set up real nice. Where we go from there?
Here. So we're here for about 5 more days, and then back on the road, and only like 15 miles from here. We're not even packing up the motorcycle. We're just going to take the motorcycle over, pick our campsite, and then come back and get the rig and go over.
When we checked in here, we didn't know it. When I walked up to the gate to check in, they said, "Are you here for the Bluegrass Festival?"
Oh yeah.
I'm like, no. So, oh, okay, and he just gave us our pass to come in, and it was 3 nights of bluegrass music in the main stage
all day too.
And there were little bluegrass bands all over the campground.
All around.
They would just pop up, start playing.
Yeah.
So
you could just drive your bike around. We had our bikes.
Yeah.
And we just rode around, and we met Doug and Gloria. So, and we both remembered, Chuck remembered her name one way, and I remembered it another.
2 different songs, 2 different eras.
I was Gloria, Gloria.
And I wasn't.
No.
And then Doug.
Her husband. Oh yeah, and then their family. And actually they had to leave for a week, but they're coming back, so they'll be back here for 2 nights. and then we're leaving, and then they're going somewhere else. But I think we're still all going to be kind of close
Same area, yeah.
to each other.
She's originally from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
She grew up in Wilkinsburg. He is from Sparta, South Carolina.
His parents are a hoot.
Yeah, they're hilarious.
Yeah, they have. His mom, man, she was the cutest little thing ever.
So we ate with them a couple nights, and that's about it. We have our 2-year supply of bluegrass music now. We don't need to hear any more for a couple years. I think we'll be good.
Yeah.
It's fun for a little bit, but then it's all the same.
It sounds the same.
Yeah.
Sorry, bluegrass lovers. And actually, when we got here, I kind of needed something different. There's a lot of downtime here because there is not really much to do.
Not a whole
We
lot.
are going to try to fish on the river.
Yeah.
There's a beautiful river down here. But are you on film? But we did put a bird. It's hanging behind me. We hung a bird feeder up, and over the past few days, actually, the little bird that I saw on the porch, that's another new one. I have to look him up. I bought.
So we're identifying birds.
We have, and this new one came today: a house finch, a red-breasted nuthatch, an American goldfinch, black-capped chickadee, a tufted titmouse, and doves. So the doves just kind of hang at the bottom. But, and then the new little one just showed up, so now I have to look him up. I've been getting my bird book out and looking up all different birds, so getting better about that too. So.
But this is a nice campground.
It is nice. There's tons of trees.
They have a putt-putt course. They have horseshoe courts. They have pickleball and tennis courts. They have basketball courts, cornhole courts. They have an ice cream store with great ice cream.
Yeah. We just have to. We'll tell you guys about the campground in the next video.
Right.
Um.
But it's pretty nice. It's right on the river. There's a couple lakes you can fish.
Little ponds.
Well, they're big ponds, little lakes.
Yeah.
Tomato, tomato.
Yeah.
But they are catch and release ponds. But the river is brackish, so you can catch anything from catfish to bowfin to flounder.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we'll do more on that. Report more on that in our next video.
So.
But so
Took that out of his face.
we
Anyway, so that's been it for now. We really haven't gone on any hikes or anything. We mostly just have been like putting around on our bikes and taking the dogs to the dog park and. What else? Just sleeping. But we had a couple rainy days, so we've been kind of.
Today's a rainy day,
inside.
so we're kind of just hanging out, making a video.
Yeah, that's right. Anything else to add?
No, that's all I got.
Yeah. Oh, and big shout out to Ron and Sandy on their 50th wedding anniversary. That's coming up here, I think, today or tomorrow. What's
26th,
today?
I think.
26th tomorrow. Anyway, so happy anniversary.
And happy National Daughters Day to Mandy, Caitlin, and Stevie.
I don't remember. I don't know when that is.
It's today.
Oh, it is today.
Yeah, it's today.
Okay. All right.
Yay.
I only know like Happy National Margarita Day and
Yeah.
Happy National Wine Day.
And I'm waiting for National Small Dog Juggling Day.
You.
Okay, that's it. We've wasted
Okay.
enough of your time.
Yeah. Anyways, over and out.
Catch you next time.
Uh-huh.
See ya.